You don't have to be an artist, you don't have to be a chef to tell a master chef that their food is tasting bad. So I will say, he does not look good. But I do admire the confidence. I think it is good to have that amount of confidence. Well, he has too much.
That right there, that's him. And that is,
It's only them last night. Probably also doesn't help that my standard of men is like Apollo himself and nothing else.
And people often.
the reason why liking Wilbur Soot is not good. He is an Hi guys, like the title says, a new Lolcow has came to town. Unfortunately, it's a real bad one too. Like, probably not worse than like Fibs, but like honestly pretty bad. If you don't know what a Lolcow is, a Lolcow is a cow you milk for lols. Someone who can get baited into raging or embarrassing themselves. So basically, we're going to, I guess, be reacting to this stupid little, okay, sorry. This, guy named Tyler Catastrophe, and he is this is how he defines himself. A transgender two-spirit disabled artist. We are gonna get into what's wrong with that later. Before we get into the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any other videos. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this in sections because there's so much on him, but basically he has these, he claims to be like he said he was a bead worker. He just sells things. He sells stuff that he makes, which, okay, like everyone does that sometimes, right? But the problem is he sells them for unreasonable amounts of money. And I'm not even kidding when I say this. Look at this, okay? This, if you could guess how much this costs, I would probably say $5. Only because it looks like you got that, he looks like he got the base from Hobby Lobby and then painted it. That's like worth $5 at most. No, it's $84. And he had the nerve to put his initials on the side of it. Like, I'm sorry, that's not worth anything. This next one, it's not bad. However, it's not good enough to be $850. You can buy like 2 VR sets with that money. You could probably buy Meta glasses with that amount of money. But let me go buy beads for Tyler. Let me go buy beads from Tyler. What the heck? Why do I keep botching his name? Yeah, let me go buy beads from Tyler Catastrophe, even though I could buy any electronical device, probably 2 electronical devices with that amount of money. Yep, that sounds reasonable. It's probably why nobody has likely bought his stuff. These little chokers with the little things that look like they came from Pop Shelf. They're $73. They're not that good to be that much amount of money. I'm sorry. Like, they're not bad, but they're not good enough, obviously, to be that big of an amount of money. This one, it's kind of okay, but it's like, it's a lot. It's not more than anything else that's been on here, but it's almost $800. My thing is, why would anybody, unless they were a filthy rich person, think, oh yeah, let me go buy Tyler Catastrophe's little things that he worked on himself, probably. Maybe. He probably didn't even work on them himself. Oh my god, okay, this one. this one doesn't look better than almost anything that I've showed you on here. And it is $1,350. Are you like actually serious right now? It doesn't make sense to buy any necklace unless it's made out of pure gold for $1,349. It's actually really sad if you ask me. He also thinks that people will buy his jewelry. He thinks people will buy his jewelry because he looks good. And remember, the definition of a lolcow is embarrassing themselves. That's literally all he does. I'm not even joking. That's literally all he does. That's his whole thing. He literally will embarrass himself all of the time. He basically is convinced that people are buying his jewelry because he looks good. And he doesn't.
I absolutely love how respectfully feral some of y'all get when I show off the jewelry I make and sell in a way that could be considered a thirst trap. Because 99% of the time, the only reason I film them is because it's like 1:30 in the morning and I'm bored. Technically, it's 1:35. Anyway, you should buy some jewelry and tell me I'm pretty. Might as well.
No. Nah. No. Nobody, well, first of all, nobody buys his jewelry. It's overpriced and it's not that good. Number two, no offense, I do not look good enough to tell somebody that they don't look good, but I don't look that bad. Not that bad. To say that he doesn't look good. You don't have to be an artist. I mean, you don't have to be a chef to tell a master chef that their food is tasting bad. So I will say,
He does not look good.
but I do admire the confidence. I think it is good to have that amount of confidence.
Well, he has too much. I'm sorry, he has too much confidence.
But it is good to have a certain amount, but he has the type of confidence that I would start to consider it to be
Self-obsessed.
Sometimes I get really restless in the middle of the night and randomly remember that technically thirst traps count as marketing, but then I catch a look at myself and the camera thing, and I wonder why the fuck I'm single. I'm gorgeous and talented and successful and awesome. What more do you want? Then I remember that I spend like 27 hours a day at my desk putting beads on a string and not talking to people. And when I'm not doing that, I'm in my bedroom filming TikToks. And then I remember that every time I do leave the house, I wear a fake wedding band so that people don't talk to me.
So, does he think that the wedding band is the thing that's retracting people away, or or like maybe it's the him?
I truly am my own worst enemy. It probably also doesn't help that my standard of men is like Apollo himself and nothing else. I know what I like, and what can I say? Also, I'm gonna be 25 in 3 weeks.
25? Oh, that's a hard 25. I genuinely thought he was like at the least, like probably like 30.
I need to go be hot and single in public, I think. I don't even know where I would go though, because I don't drink and I don't partake in other substances. Maybe I should just go wander through an art museum.
Not gonna find anyone there.
Part of the exhibition.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me retract back to where you said his standard is Apollo himself, because I would understand. Okay, that's unrealistic because you can't. You no offense, obviously, but you can't be. You can't have that standard if you look like that. I feel like. I mean, you can have any standard you want, but you can't have that standard and actually expect people like that to actually come up to you, especially with that fake wedding band. Yeah, the wedding band's not doing anything, by the way.
The exhibition. No, well, thoughts and prayers, I guess. Okay, love you. Bye.
See, he has the like extreme confidence, and that is, see, it's admirable, but you can't have that much confidence. He loves himself, and I think he would be better off marrying himself because nobody else really wants him. This section is done. Now we have his singing his whole singing spiel. It's really not good. It's really not good. He can't sing, and he excuses it. Okay. Let me show you his singing first before I explain.
When you ask how I've been, I know you mean well. I know you mean well.
Oh my god. It's been 8 seconds. Sorry, I don't want to play the rest.
Who am I dialing tonight? That's a bummer. Thought out my freezer, burn feelings for 20 summers.
Okay. His sing, it's so like nasally and like smug. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like you know, it's like weird. It's weird. I just like I can't stand. I'm 16 seconds and I don't want to listen to the rest, so I'm not. But this very popular video of him singing his favorite band, Lovejoy, which I'll get into that in a second. And he asks if they want a second vocalist.
Absolutely no idea if one of my favorite bands might want a second vocalist, but I do know I am crazy enough to ask. So hi, Lovejoy. Do you want a second vocalist? My name is Tyler Salona. I'm 26 years old. I live in Texas, but I'm trying to move to England anyway. I'm a massive extrovert. I've been performing since I was 10, and in 2019, I was actually a semi-professional vocalist.
Okay, that part. That part is actually a lie, and I'm going to tell you why after he's done singing.
But then had to spend almost 5 years getting my voice back after losing it completely because someone hit me with their car.
I don't know how true that part is, but I also do feel like, okay, so I don't want this to sound like mean or anything, but I do feel like he had to readjust his voice because of the testosterone, right? Like, wouldn't that make a little more sense? Like, I don't know if he was hit with a car, but the fact that he took testosterone, like, obviously his voice is gonna change. Obviously he's gonna have to take time to get his voice back. Yeah, like that makes sense, right? Like, I don't know if I'm crazy or what.
Through the sheer force of audacious determination, I now have my voice back and my vocal stamina, which basically means that now that I can go back to music, not doing so makes everything else feel unfulfilling and sad. I figured I might as well shoot my shot. And I also play the trumpet, which is probably helpful. Anyway, here's Portrait of a Blank Slate. The whole thing. I hope you like it. I mean, you probably like it already, let's be honest. It is your song, but I also hope you like the parts that I'm gonna do. The singing part. You know. This is a long intro for TikTok, but we commit over here, so listen to it.
Oh my god, stop talking! Oh my god.
I love this song. Shit. I feel like I'm gonna do the Macarena. Anyway, he told me that much tonight. Told me to kill my indulgences with a sharp blow to the temple. Pick up the phone, call and do everything he says. I could take a plastic camera. We could make such a pretty picture.
Oh my god.
Oh, so happy. Oh, so happy. I'm pretty cool once you get to know.
Okay, that's all we're hearing because that's all I ever heard before, but I genuinely heard this so much. Like, sorry for all the tweaking, but like, genuinely. This is like one of the worst covers I've probably ever heard in my life. And also, this was him in 2019. This next video I'm going to show you. This was him in 2019, and this was when he said he was semi-professional vocalist.
My love is true love. Hold me until the time comes. And breathe in the moment. Break the we know, show me a sunrise. Living the truth in your eyes. We're coming together.
Okay, yeah. See, that is not. It's okay. I don't know whether to say it's worse or better than how he is now. However, that is definitely not semi-professional, and you should not be lying on the internet like that. Like, that's just a total lie. I think he's singing that whole singing thing. That section's done. Now we're gonna get into the very controversial part. Basically, he claims that he's an indigenous person because he's raised in Oklahoma or born in Oklahoma or some crap like that. He said, "I'm a bead worker who is not a recognized member of an indigenous tribe or nation." And then he refers to himself as Two-Spirit, which let me show you the definition of Two-Spirit. Indigenous Americans who embody both masculine and feminine spirits. Okay, yeah, like he's, I guess, transgender, but the thing is, he is not indigenous. That's the problem. Like, he is obviously not indigenous. Look at it. I mean, okay. You don't have to look at somebody to tell that they're indigenous, right? But you also have to have proof, and he also doesn't have proof. And he said some crap about Edgar Allan Poe, and I'm pretty sure he's a bad person. Yeah, alcoholism, drug addiction, plagiarism, scandalous romances, mental instability isn't his choice, and he's a pedophile. So that's not good. He said something about being related to Edgar Allan Poe, and he said that something like he said it as in that it was like a good thing. I don't think he knows.
Arguably the most indigenous state, and somewhere in the years of educating myself and learning the stories and the histories and finding the truths and the lies I was taught, I found the ways of my home and doing what little I can to help keep their ways alive, and referring to myself as Two-Spirit as a way of honoring the weight of my own soul and the way it guides me home.
See, he's not, that's just like, oh, and then this video too was what I talked about earlier.
I have a lot of friends who are indigenous bead workers because we run in the same circles, but I've never claimed to have invented beadwork. This necklace took nearly a decade to make. 9 years of trial and error, building skills that no one else could teach me.
If he says that nobody else could have built those skills or taught those skills, then he is in fact claiming to have made it, right? If he is saying that nobody else could teach him this mystical magical beadwork, then he is claiming to have invented it. This is like obviously like, oh, and then this
I've wanted to do that market for like a year now, but I hesitated because it is a mostly Latino market, and while I am partially Portuguese, I look like a white boy.
Because race is a social construct, I think. If you are a mixed person and you look all the way black, then you are all the way black. You can't say, oh, but I have a little bit of white. No, you're black. If you, like, he literally says, oh yeah, but I'm like a teeny tiny bit Portuguese. You don't look Latino. You are not Latino. You are white. Like, you are literally white, bro. Like, you can't, honestly, you can't deny that. That's just, like, stupid. Tyler Catastrophe, he is obsessed with former, I think, Dream SMP guy, named Wilbur Soot. I don't know how to pronounce it. I was there during the Dream SMP days, but I wasn't into the Dream SMP, but I was there during it. I know who he is, but I never knew how to pronounce his name. Well, I heard people say Wilbur Soot, but if it was spelled like Soot, it be, I mean, he is British, probably weird. Anyway, he's obsessed with Wilbur, and he is parasocial about him. And he was talking about wanting to move to England because he is obsessed with Wilbur Soot, and he wants to, like, be together with him. I saw a video yesterday. For some reason, it wasn't in my camera roll, so I couldn't show you. But he was basically talking about how he was moving there because of Wilbur Soot. And watch this video.
Around the world just to be closer to a YouTuber? If y'all think I would make a massive life-altering decision that takes years of work to achieve, just because I was willing to admit on the internet that I think a musician I don't know has a pretty laugh, then y'all really have the wrong idea. And I suppose you have a better explanation? I was supposed to move to Bournemouth a couple years ago. I had a job lined up, I did a ton of research, made a ton of preparations, admittedly got a little too excited because it ended up falling through at the last minute. But when I finally dusted myself off and got myself back on track, and decided I could probably just move out of the US on my own,
Where's the
England
two
was the
times
easiest
button?
choice because I had already done so much of the work. But why Brighton specifically? But when I visited England and met the people I had hoped to be working with, I completely fell in love with the South Coast. I've always wanted to live near the ocean, and it's gorgeous. And Brighton is a really popular city right now. I've got a bunch of friends and support in the area.
Lies, 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 blah, 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 blah. Basically, long story short, he wants to move there because of Wilbur Soot. And he said, okay, remember, he said his type in like men or whatever was Apollo himself. This is Wilbur Soot, by the way.
I've had a lot of names. I've gone by Will, Wilbur, William, and people often say to me like, oh, what do you want me to call you? And it's just, you say, call me whatever you like.
That's him, by the way. He is not all that. That right there, that's him. And that is, also, the reason why liking Wilbur Soot is not good, he is an abuser. He abused his girlfriend. And he's not even all that. He's not all that. He is not all that. I can't do like I'm so bad at doing, like, these types of videos, with sections, because I'm all over the place right now. Oh, I found this video. Okay, okay. He defends Wilbur Soot multiple times, but I've only found it obviously once.
The culture is bullshit. And I'm not talking about holding people accountable for their awful actions, because obviously we should be doing that. I'm talking about how many people are training their audiences to be internet attack dogs, which is not cool. And right now, it's really hard to be on the internet. Feels like every other day we're getting someone who's secretly a terrible person. But I'm starting to realize that a lot of people don't know the difference between fucking up and abusing people, and as someone who has been abused, kind of a lot, I'm going to explain the difference. Because if you don't know the difference, there are a lot of people who will try to use you as a weapon against the people they don't like. I don't know about you, but I don't like being used for anything. So if you find yourself
What is he
this
talking
person
about?
or did they just fuck up somehow? Here are some questions that you should always ask. The first question is a little gray, but it has to do with intention. Did they knowingly hurt you on purpose? And if you know for a fact that they did it on purpose,
how do you hurt somebody multiple times on purpose? You can't accidentally abuse somebody. I literally saw a video yesterday. It was like a compilation of Wilbur Soot, like accidentally doing bad things to his girlfriend, and that's like just, and him trying to defend that. It's just like, have you seen those compilations, or like, are you just like trying to do this because you think he's your man? Because he's not, and he also doesn't know you.
then yeah, that person sucks. They're an abuser. But if you can't be sure they knew they were hurting you, you have to ask yourself another question. This one's a two-parter. One, did you tell them it hurt you? Because if you didn't, I'm sorry, you have to. You can't assume.
Some people, sometimes when you hurt someone and they're like, oh my gosh, it hurts. Like, there's literally, it says somewhere that he strangled his girlfriend. And it's a simple Google search, by the way. Like, he literally can just search this up. Streamer Shubble described a past relationship with a fellow creator, later confirmed to be Wilbur, in which she subjected to frequent biting that left bruises, despite her request for it to stop. She described it as a power struggle and felt her boundaries were ignored, stating that she had to scream a safe word to get him to stop. And if you have to scream a safe word, I think that's a problem, right? Like, bro, I don't think, like, obviously canceling people is bad. Like he was saying, like, canceling people for something stupid, yeah, that's bad. But usually most people who have gotten canceled are like for like saying the N-word or like abusing, liking kids, or it's justifiable things to get them canceled for. So like, I don't even know what this guy's talking about. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's probably going to be pretty long. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. And make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any other videos. Bye-bye.